The YNW Melly defense team scored another victory when Broward County Chairman John Murphy III denied prosecutors' request that he allowed the jury to see the gray SUV the victims were in. The SUV is an important part of the YNW Melly trial, prosecutors said. The way the victims were shot at close range in the SUV supports their theory that the victims were killed by Melly from inside the vehicle. Evidence from the SUV is consistent with forensic and ballistics evidence dating back to one, as well as data obtained from a phone said to have belonged to Melly, which shows the vehicle was in a specific location in South Florida, where the murders took place. The prosecution's evidence is said to contradict claims by Melly's co-defendant, YNW Bortlin, that both victims were killed in the shooting and that the bullets came from outside the car. Platinum salesman YNW Melly, real name Jamel Demons, 24, is on trial on 2 counts of first-degree murder involving 2 of his friends, Chris Thomas, 20, aka YNW Juvie, and Anthony Williams, 21, died also known as YNW Sacchusser. Melly and Cortland YNW Bortlin Henry are accused of killing their best friends by shooting them at point-blank range on the night of October 26, 2018. And then passing off their deaths as a shooting. The trial resumed Thursday after a pause during which Melly's attorney, David Howard, raised several objections to the evidence presented by prosecutors. One of these allegations concerned the introduction of GPS evidence. According to Howard, the law made it clear that by introducing evidence such as GPS and other similar types of data, there had to be a witness who would certify the authenticity of the evidence as to its credibility. The out-of-state case, with all due respect, is completely beside the point, Howard said. According to him, the credibility of the evidence is a prerequisite for its introduction. Judge Murphy has not made a decision on the matter, as he has asked that the objection be filed in writing and mailed to him. Regarding the objection to the Jeep evidence, the judge allowed the defense's request to have the Jeep evidence barred before the jury on the grounds that it was irrelevant. The judge didn't explain the reasons for the rejection, merely saying he didn't think the photos would help the jury. According to the defense, there were no crime scene photos of the deceased in the car that would provide information about his whereabouts and his seat. Photos of the vehicle were taken after it transported the victims from the hospital. Last week, a state witness said YNW Melly's DNA was not found on the Jeep SUV found with the 2018 victims. However, a review of the evidence in June found forensic evidence of Melly on the backseat car door handle. The witness also testified that no gunpowder residue, GSR, was found after the Melly murders. There is no other evidence connecting Melly to the crime. Prosecutors speculated that a .40 handgun was used to kill the 2 men, based on spent cartridges recovered at the real crime scene, a cul-de-sac in South Florida. However, the murder weapon was not found. However, they attempted to use circumstantial evidence from a phone believed to have belonged to Melly to link the Murder on My Mind rapper to the crime scene. Specifically, the allegation stemmed from text messages Melly sent to her mother and fellow rapper Frito Bang about a week before the shooting, saying she wanted to get a gun. Meanwhile, the defense also objected to prosecutors' plan to call a witness who was with Melly on the night of the murder. The witness is one of the young men who were in the red SUV seen with the gray Jeep on the night of the murders of YNW Juva and Sacchusser. The defense's objection was based on the need for the witness to obtain independent counsel and to know when to exercise their Fifth Amendment